Yo, movie mystics, what's good? Hope you're having a nice Sunday. I'm just chilling out right now. I'm with my dog Finn. Hey Finn, he's taking a nap. Um, he is now, I think, officially, the streaming companion. These streams are so much more fun with his company, and I hope you're having a nice Sunday afternoon. It's 12:30 here in the East Coast, North America. We're chilling. Um, I posted a review earlier today, my second last TIFF 2022 interview, or a review, sorry, um, about the movie. I'm like forgetting the name of this movie. Um, Butcher's Crossing, right? Right. I got one more review coming for a movie called Sick, slasher movie. Butcher's Crossing is a western, and red carpet clips are coming from Butcher's Crossing starting tomorrow. Um, and then what else is happening? Got a bunch of interviews, at least two this week. So a lot of content is dropping this week, and I'm having fun. Why not keep it going? So I figured, I meant to do this yesterday. I didn't really have time. I wanted it to stream about the first press release from the New York Asian Film Festival for the 2023 edition. So I'm talking about announced movies. If you're a Facebook user, you can find them here. New York Asian Film Festival. A lot of fun. Even if you don't live in the area, it's just kind of cool to learn what's playing so you can track things down later, either at your local rep house or possibly chain cinema. That happens too. We have one in Ottawa that plays a lot of Asian movies. In fact, I saw a New York Asian Film Festival movie there a few years ago. And a lot of them come to Netflix and other streaming services. Sub to them on YouTube. They got nearly 2,000 subs. Let's get them to 2,000 subs. And they got, they're here on Twitter at NYAFF. So yeah, New York Asian Film Festival is a mouthful. NYAFF. And of course IG. How do I know? I didn't know I didn't follow them on Instagram. That's outrageous. I'm hoping to review some of these movies in July. I'll have time. Oh, remember I interviewed this director, Ramirez, Martika Ramirez Escobar. Talks about during TIFF. Cool stuff. And I've interviewed, some of the founding members of this festival, who are now at the Subway Cinema, which is cool too. The New York thing. That's very, very groovy. Anyways, Subway Cinema is all about like old school kung fu movies and stuff, while New York Asian Film Festival is all about new stuff, which I like too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read as much as I can. The New York Asian Film Foundation and Film Lincoln Center announced first highlights from the 22nd edition of the New York Asian Film Festival. So the Lincoln Center has a great reputation. Would love to check it out one of these days. I've not been to New York City in many years, since 2007. And before that, it was like 1999. So I think I'm due for a trip, either to Tribeca or this festival one of these days. It would be a lot of fun. Anyways, this year's festival features 60 plus world, international, and North American premieres, prominent movie stars in attendance, along with new collaborations and a new venue in the birthplace of film. So it is at the Lincoln Center. I think what I've learned is it starts at the Lincoln Center, then it goes to Barrymore Film Center, sort of halfway through or something like that, or on the last week, because it's a lot of money to rent at the Lincoln Center, and this is a lawn festival. It's like 2 weeks, right? 16 days. It's pretty long. Pretty long. All right, so On July 14th, 2023, the New York Asian Film Foundation and Film at Lincoln Center will kick off the 22nd edition of the New York Asian Film Festival, with 60 plus new and classic titles, a greatly expanded selection of short films, and an exciting slate of celebrated guests from Asia and the diaspora. The festival runs from July 14th to the 30th, 2023 at Film at Lincoln Center, with a special weekend of screenings, July 21st to 23rd, at a new venue, the historic Barrymore Film Center in Fort Lee, New Jersey, the birthplace of the motion picture industry in America. As filmmakers from Asia continue to earn the lion's share of top awards and attention on the International Film Festival circuit, this year's selection shows that those are still trees hiding a forest of talent. Very nicely said by Samuel Jamier, Executive Director of NYAFF and President of the New York Asian Film Foundation. We are thrilled to offer a platform that is ever more culturally relevant with new films from all corners of Asia. It is a year of massive expansion for us at a time when a growing number of American filmmakers of Asian descent are conquering screens and hearts. And isn't that great? We look forward to bringing passionate stories to passionate audiences in a city that remains a global center of film culture and business. The NYAFF opening film is the North American premiere of the unique Korean genre mashup Killing Romance, which shall also come to the Fantasia Film Festival, which I'll be attending later in July. And that film is directed by Lee Won-suk. The director will be joined at Film at Lincoln Center on opening night by his lead actor Lee Sun-kun of Parasite fame, who turns in an unforgettable performance as the indescribably overbearing husband of a disgraced supermodel movie star, fully armed with his history of versatile roles in everything from art house collaborations with Han San-so to rom-coms to his SAG Award-winning turn in Bong Joon-ho's Parasites. Director Lee Won-suk has a rich history with NYAFF. His first film, How to Use Guys with Secret Tips, premiered in 2013, and Lee won the Audience Award back in 2015 with his second feature, the big-budget period drama The Royal Tailor. It's a thrill to welcome him back with his third feature. Sounds very cool. I was, last year I did a stream on, I reviewed several movies that played at both festivals, and that was fun. It's also fun to see the ones that don't play at Fantasia. Fantasia plays a lot of Asian movies, but this, of course, is only Asian movies. This year's Hong Kong Panorama, Points of Origin and DNA of the festival's programming, it started off as a Hong Kong movie showcase, is an explosive cocktail of genre nostalgia and humanistic drama, drawing the contours of a roadmap for the future of the island cinema. A new 4K restoration of Patrick Tam's 1982 Hong Kong New Wave watershed Nomad director's cut enhances the film's oeuvre, a mix of romance and violence, and one of Leslie Chun's early great roles. So I haven't seen this movie, but I really want to. It looks really cool. And the thumbnail for this stream is something I got from Google Images from this movie. Okay, anyways. Cutting Edge, so hopefully I get to see it and review it. I would love to do that. Cutting Edge noir auteur Soi Xian's Mad Fate harkens back to the region's time-honored legacy of crime films with a new sense of urgency and manic energy. Amos Y's Every Phone Everywhere, sounds like everything everywhere all at once, captures pandemic-era life in Hong Kong via the city's reliance on cell phones like no other film, and has more to say on recent social shifts than hours of CNN commentary. Okay. The sunny side of the street sees the incomparable Anthony Wong lend salty sympathy to a new immigrants. Anthony Wong. Is that the Ebola syndrome guy? Oh my god. I think this is our guy. Oh yeah. It's our boy. I gotta see that. I love Anthony Wong. Where are we? I got so excited I lost my spot. Okay. So we see Anthony Wan lending salty sympathy to new immigrants, and A Light Never Goes Out highlights the city's iconic neon craftwork and all its storied achievements, offering a unique love letter to the island's culture. As previously announced, actor and producer Louis Kwo, one of Hong Kong's biggest stars, is to be honored with the NYAFF's Extraordinary Star Asia Award. Kwo has more than 100 credits to his name, including sci-fi action thriller Warriors of the Future, the highest-grossing Asian film of all time, in the territory following its release last August. The award highlights his work as a producer and philanthropist, recognizing his many exceptional contributions to the Asian film industry, including One Cool Group, now an industry powerhouse, and his support of award-winning work both in and outside Asia. Of the many Kwo starring films featured at the NYAFF over the years, recent highlights include the White Storm trilogy, Paradox, A Witness, Out of the Blue, All You Need Is Love, and his new life-saving drama, Vital Signs, which he'll be on hand to introduce. He'll be on deck. The festival will also present the latest One Cool production, In Broad Daylight, a shocking expose of abuse at a care home based on real events. Okay. Well, alright then. So, the China lineup showcases novel work and filmmaker in focus program / tribute to entrepreneur, director, and producer Zhang Wei, who has built a unique body of cinematic work, making his naturalistic portrayals of the marginalized in China's rapidly changing society his signature. In the context of U.S.-China tension and the frequent demonization of the country's regime, showcasing his hard-hitting films The Empty Nest, Factory Brass, and The Rib, which played at the festival, this is the director's cut though, takes on a particularly acute significance. All stories focus unblinkingly on hot-button issues through unassuming characters and straightforward storylines that turn the spotlight on societal fault lines and fractures with impact far beyond the country's borders. Making their North American premieres are Wang Chow's A Woman, a tale both simple and sweeping in scope that chronicles the sexual and political day-to-day existence of a female factory worker during the years of the Cultural Revolution, and Liu Shang's Art College, 1994, a fond satire of student life told in a charmingly stark and sardonic animation style, made famous by his previous film, Have a Nice Day. So yeah, The Rib is a pretty good movie. It's about transgender issues in China. And I don't know if I would watch a director's cut, but I'm interested in this other stuff. You know, I took 2 film studies classes on Chinese cinema this academic year that just finished, and all eyes are on China for me. I'll try to watch as many as I can from the New York Asian Film Festival, if they're so kind to give me access to many of their movies, which they haven't since 2019. So, the festival's bold and diverse South Korean lineup, presented with the support of the Korean Cultural Center in New York, includes Lee Han-hae-yeon's Phantom, an action-packed spy drama set in 1933 that is one of the year's biggest hits in the country, the boisterous family comedy Bear Man from Park Sung-kwan, featuring Park Sung-won in 2 indelible roles, Hail to Hell, the impressive feature debut of a female helmer, Lim Oh-jeon, about 2 oddballs who track down the bully who pushed them to the brink of suicide, the rousing underdog dramedy Rebound from Chan Hang-jun, in which a group of misfits come together to play non-stop basketball for 8 days straight in the KBA national tournaments, and a tour guide from Kwak On-mi, the touching and timely story of a young North Korean defector who excels at leading Chinese language tours of Seoul, but lives a maladjusted, precarious life as a stranger in a strange land. So I was watching a comedy podcast, 2 Bears in One Cave. It was like last week. And I saw some TikToks from North Korea. Oh my god. It was pretty funny and terrifying at the same time. Did you know if you get divorced in North Korea, you will lose everything? You'll lose your job, you'll lose your house, no one will talk to you. It seems intense. So the Japanese lineup, supported by the Japan Foundation, is led by the North American premiere of veteran auteur Junji Sakamoto's audacious, aesthetically brilliant new Chideke, Okiku and the World, which he will be on hand, on deck to introduce. Also, a must-see is the New York premiere of Daishi Masunaga's heralded LGBTQ plus love story Egoist. The director will be joined on stage by leading actor Ryo Suzuki, who in 2015 was an audience award winner with HK Forbidden Superhero Last of the Wolves. A superstar in his native Japan, and the 2023 festival Screen International Rising Star Asia honoree. A superstar of another sort, musician actor Satoru Iguchi will also be on hand at FLC, for the North American premiere of In Her Room, an otherworldly erotic tale by veteran female screenwriter Chihiro Ito. Crying out love in the center of the world, spring down. Who makes her long-awaited directorial debut with this enigmatic love story. Tokyo-based Indian director Anshul Jawan and actor Shogun will appear with their film December, a riveting courtroom drama. Erstwhile New York City resident Takeshi Fukunaga will return with his third feature, the haunting allegory Mountain Woman, a mythic tale of female oppression and liberation starring Toko Miura from Drive My Car. Also showcased in the Japan lineup are 100 Flowers, the award-winning directorial debut by Genki Kawamura, super-producer of Monster, Your Name, Belle, and Rage. Is he Rage? I don't remember. Ryuichi Hiroki's tragic study of the maternal instinct in the form of Rashomon-like procedural. Who doesn't like Rashomon? You'd had to be a Rashomoron. Motherhood, the thrillingly dark genre gem, hashtag manhole by Kazuoshi Kamakiri and Shinji Fujita's superheroine or supervillain, ode to the literal and figurative empowerment of young woman mayhem girls. Sorry if I'm screwing up these pronunciations. I am trying my best. So the Taiwan lineup features some of the most striking and daring new films for the beautiful island. Movie star Keiko makes his directorial debut with Bad Education, a controversially dark coming-of-age comedy thriller. The LGBTQ plus action comedy Marry My Dead Body foments a gender-fluid revolution with its premise of a macho cop who unwittingly marries a gay ghost. And Gaga, by Taiwan's first indigenous female director, Laha Meibo, who will be in attendance, chronicles a tangled web of drama across 3 generations of an Atayal tribe family. Alright, we're getting there. Okay. Almost through. Just taking note. Okay, so we're talking about the Philippines now. Even more incredible cinematic discoveries for the Philippines. I Love You, a Bexman, is the fabulously campy tale of a straight guy with a queer eye who must overcome his gay family's apprehension when he meets the superfly girl of his dreams, based on a shockingly real-life story. Where is the lie? So that I think that's a pretty funny concept for a movie. It sort of reverses things a little bit. That is pretty funny. Where's the Lie boasts out-of-the-box storytelling and an extraordinarily luminous performance by trans actor Ichi Jolorina as a tragically lovelorn target of a sexy but vicious cyberbully. The timely drama 12 Weeks chronicles a fiercely independent 40-year-old woman's attempts to arrange a safe abortion in a devoutly anti-choice nation where it is illegal. Singapore, Gain Long, is a wild pop art genre joyride, seething, with the tropically hot melting pot in flavors of the city-states, put through a riotously macabre Moebius strip of neon noir influences. That's a mouthful, but it sounds great. Thailand, Kitty the Killer is an anarchic action comedy about a team of top-notch female assassins who must transform a ridiculously goofy young man from zero to hero. Lose the zero, get with the hero. It's Robert De Niro in order to wreak bloody vengeance on the agency that betrayed them. You and me is the directorial debut of real-life identical twin sisters, and art may be imitating life in this glorious teenage coming-of-age fever dream where two look-alike siblings fall for the same boy and must confront their true feelings and who they really are as they experience the pangs of first love. Vietnam: Glorious Ashes, the first film in over a decade from cinematic poet Boi Tak Shun, sends a poignant and dizzying tale of love, loneliness, and pyromania. Okay, I was like, what is that word? I don't know what that word is. The fire people. In a devastating omnibus-like tangle of interconnected romance gone wrong in yesteryear's Mekong Delta. Once again, the festival will be co-hosting with Korean Cultural Center in New York and Film at Lincoln Center, a free outdoor screening in Lincoln Center's Damrosch Park. Set for July 21st is Bong Joon-ho's 2006 masterpiece, The Host. That's fun. Fun movie. Arguably one of the greatest monster movies ever made. Yeah, arguably. Highlighted the type of hilarious ragtag family dynamics that would win him an Oscar for Parasites. Years later, Bong's David vs. Goliath story stars Song Kang-ho and Bae Dona. A second wave of announcements will be made shortly, containing NYAFF's centerpiece of closing films, the Uncaged competition lineup, and jury, special guests, and award honorees, masterclasses, and panels, and other exciting events. The festival is also thrilled to host Opening Night Market on July 14th and Monday Matsuru to Midnight on July 24th, both with live music and Asian food stalls, as well as other parties and receptions. Man, that sounds sweet! I gotta go one of these years. From the deadly serious to the gleefully absurd, from the disquietingly to the freaky, NYAFF continues to celebrate the most vibrant and provocative cinema out of Asia today. The New York Asian Film Festival is co-presented by the New York Asian Film Foundation and Film at Lincoln Center. It takes place from July 14th to the 30th, 2023, at FLC's Walter Reed Theater. I'm not going to read that address. And on July 21st, 23rd, at the Barrymore Film Center. It is curated by Executive Director Samuel Jamier, Associate Director Claire Marty, China region expert and consultant Hiroshi Fukukazawa, and programmers David Wilmotz, Karen Severance, Koshi Mori, and Jenny Lin. So, we got 43 features and 20 short films. More things to be announced soon. So, this is what we got. I read everything, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from China. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from Hong Kong. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from Japan. 3 from the Philippines. 1 from Singapore. 7 from South Korea. 5 Taiwan. 2 Thailand. 1 from Vietnam. 2 diasporic. That's what we got so far. And then we got animations. 10 of them. Yeah. And here's some ticket info. What was it? It's 17 for the general public, 14 for students and seniors, persons with disabilities, and 12 for members. Heck, they better give me a press pass one of these years. I tell you, this looks fantastic. Anyways, that's about it for me. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Once again, you can check them out on Facebook. NYAFF is what I would search for them under on everything. Oh, wait. I'm not done the stream. There's something else to announce. I forgot. What do we got? Oh, okay. So this is... We already covered this. But let's just look at this for 1 second. Oh, okay. So this is just from another article. So is everything... We've covered everything. I've been yapping away for nearly half an hour. It's been fun. I think it's time to wrap things up. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you have a nice Sunday. Peace, guys.